looking for a creative way to add to your Thanksgiving meal tomorrow, we have some news that works for you. This morning, Chef Johnny Prep of Johnny Prep Soup and Company joins us live in studio, and we're putting a twist on mashed potatoes.
We are. We're going to do something that's a little bit healthier and a little bit more complex. We're going to get into some potatoes, but we're going to add some rutabaga to it, which a lot of people don't even know what rutabaga is. In fact, when you go to the store, usually the person at the check goes, "What is that?"
Right, right, exactly.
And parsnips and bay leaf, and we're going to put a clove of garlic.
Right.
And basically what you're going to do is peel all that and put it in a pot with some chicken stock.
Okay.
And you're going to boil it till it's fork tender. So that's what I have here, because I want to show you a couple things that are kind of important. The rutabaga takes longer to cook than the potatoes. So you notice how thin I've got it sliced in here? That's so it'll cook faster than the big chunks of potatoes.
All right.
So you want to cook them and cut them in different sizes so it all comes kind of out. Same thing with your parsnips. You want your parsnips to be in kind of big chunks so that you can all mash it together. And then once you get it, once you have it, you don't have to add any cream to it. What's nice about this recipe too is that really you can make it the night before. It keeps.
All right.
You know, it doesn't get gummy and starchy. So all you got to do is add some butter to it, and then I use like an open masher like this when I make them because I like them a little rustic. I like a little bit of the chunks of the rutabaga in there, you know. If you don't like it that way, I would work it through a food mill. You just don't ever want to overprocess it.
All righty.
And one of the keys to it, really, and this is true for mashed potatoes too, is you got to dry it. So after you drain the juice off of this thing, a lot of people will just put it on a baking sheet and stick it in the oven for 5 minutes. But you can just turn the stove on simmer and let it sit there for 20 minutes. And just let that steam come up. And when most of the steam stops coming up, you know it's dry. And if you start with dry potatoes, you will have nice, fluffy potatoes. You'll have nice, moist things.
Okay.
So that's a big key. And a lot of people, you know, they take them and they put them in a mixer and they start blending them and they turn them into glue. You know, the key is drying and not over-processing.
So let me get this straight, because I think I'm a little lost.
Okay.
So you take your potatoes, you
peel them up.
Okay.
Cut them in.
Cut them, and then you pour in the chicken stock.
Put the chicken stock in there and you boil it till it's fork tender.
Okay. All right. So the chicken stock wouldn't all absorb, so you have to have enough.
Right.
And then you drain it.
The chicken stock kind of absorbs into it. You'll still have some liquid, so you'll drain it.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then you got to dry it.
And then dry it. All right.
And you got to dry it. And then you got to mash it, and you end up with a product that looks like this. So I'm going to place this over on the plate here, and we'll serve it up a little bit. But yeah, you can make this ahead of time. The moisture content is very nice, which the more you can do ahead of time for a holiday, the better.
Absolutely.
You know, you want to make that day of the holiday like stress-free. So I'm a big advocate of planning, do ahead, all that stuff. That works great.
Perfect.
So there we go. We've got some garnishes over here.
Look at that.
I got some sweet potato hay, which is one of my favorite Thanksgiving garnishes because it's very pretty. You can step that up on top, and you can also put some fried leeks on top for a little more flavor.
Oh, fried leeks.
Yep.
I see those things all the time.
Those are great garnishes for the holidays. And I also made some sweet potato and spinach empanadas, which you can serve along with your turkey gravy. I actually made a sweet potato and eggplant gravy, and I'd love to have you try some of it.
Of course.
All right.
You don't have to ask twice.
Let's plate some up here.
Okay.
Let me grab.
And as he's plating this up, you can find today's recipe on myfoxdetroit.com. And where can people find you?
www.johnnyprep.com.
Very easy. All right.
There you go. We're going to put a little bit right on there.
Comfort food already.
Let's put a little bit of this gravy right there. This gravy is kind of heavenly.
Oh, okay.
It's got a little spice, though.
All right, because I'm not a gravy girl, but if you say it's heavenly, then I'm going to take your word for it.
It is. It is heavenly.
All right.
Give it a try.
Bon appetit, and we'll be right back. Oh, look.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's not gravy.
No.
That's not gravy.
In a city where the news never stops, neither do we. Fox 2 News, working for you.